such an asshole.
Good afternoon, children. Hello, Cappy. Everything I want to keep anonymous will be in things. I'm a young guy from a place working on getting my CPA while working in tax full time. My equally young wife, female. I like how he says my wife, age F. In case we're not Democrats, sir. I know your wife is a female. I know. Is also switching into accounting based on your advice, and we are thinking of starting a couples accounting practice in the future. Ah! Pitch your young little cheeks. Look at that, little lovebirds. They're holding hand and doing taxes. My question is, I want to join the military part-time after I finish my CPA exams. In my state, we have a state defense force alongside the state's National Guard. Here are some links. And this was odd. This is weird. Oh, you don't want me to mention the link. Okay. So I didn't know. I thought it was just National Guard. That was it. The pros and cons are, as I see it, as follows. The National Guard is paid and offers health insurance. The cons are that the National Guard would be a bigger time commitment with the contract and deployments out of state. The pros for the state defense force are that the time commitment would be less and I would only have to respond to issues in my state. There is also no set contract that I would have to sign. The cons are that there is no pay and benefits. My reasons for joining are personal, as I have always wanted to do some form of public service. This is because I come from a family of civil service and I wish to carry on the tradition, like it implied that your wife would be female. Cappy, as an older brother, which option would you go with if you were in my shoes? Blah, 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 blah. And then I only had one question. I said, you got kids? He says, we do not have kids. We're planning on it in the next 5 years. All right. Just join the National Guard, man. Okay. I know you're studying for your CPA exam. I know you're busy being a tax accountant. Guys are probably, I don't know, maybe got a house or some other obligations. You're 23 and you don't have kids. Go. It's not full time. It's the National Guard, but and this is not to belittle the state guard. I just go national. If I recall correctly here, you said the state doesn't pay, it's just volunteer. National Guard is paid and offers health insurance. Pros, The cons is that there's no pay and benefits. Buddy, for dipping in your toe in the national military, you're going to get a ton of benefits, like the VA, perhaps some tuition reimbursement. I don't know. I never joined the National Guard. You're not even getting paid at the State Guard. I mean, if you are entertaining the State Guard, why don't you become a cop? At least you get paid. I mean, even part-time reserve force, something. Why don't you look at becoming a deputy or something like that? Also get paid, but then you're not sent out overseas. But I would do the National Guard for a whole bevy of reasons. One, it's paid, you get benefits, some of which are lifelong. Just, dude, if you could just get a whiff, just get a touch of that federal money on you, there's a bunch of lifelong benefits you get. Yes, you may have to be deployed overseas, but or called on, but that might be a good thing. Maybe you enjoy that. Maybe you go, you suffer a little bit. You and your wife have your wife with an F, a female wife. Thank you for denoting that. Otherwise, I'd be confused. Maybe she misses you and you're gone, and then you like each other more. I think going through the harder, more committed, more obligation route would be better in the long run, building character. The pay, obviously. And then this is a thought I had. I mean, you don't get paid on the state, so okay, but the feds, they print the money, so whatever benefits they offer you, they'll at least. Oh, fuck.
such an asshole.
In the comment section, can you guys tell me what the fuck just happened? I got a pop-up. It said that, are you still there? And I looked and it said I wasn't live. Yeah. Was that recording? Did you guys hear all that? The advice I got up to where the federal government has the money. Help me out. I swear to God. It's just, am I live? And sorry, sorry, Ossifer. We heard it. Yes. Okay. Thanks, Plains. Thanks, guys. I swear to God, dude, it was StreamYard. It just said, are you still, a thing popped up. Are you still there? I looked, it did say live. Oh my God, I'm going to kill everyone in the world. I just, StreamYard has been fucking and tinkering with shit. Like, we added this. You just made it more complicated. You didn't make it easier. My intro restarted. Okay. We're here. Oh. You guys didn't see it. It just said, are you still there? You got one job, StreamYard. You got one job. Fuck. Anyway, continuing on. I apologize to the client. Another reason you go national is the federal government prints off the money, and so they could honor whatever commitments. Now, it might be an inflationarily reduced check they give you, but at least they got the money. So that's one reason I go there. But the main reason, come on, man, you're 23. You can do this. Your commitment is what, 4 or 5 years, whatever it is, you can do it. You're going to be a slightly older 20-something dude, maybe 30 at the most. Go do the National Guard, get the money, okay? Get the money. May or may not be deployed. Oh, you got to go to Washington State to fight some fires. Well, go to Washington State and fight some fires. Say hi to TJ Martinell. Check out Leavenworth, whatever. Then you'll have done your duty. You'll have it, and you get the money. Yeah, this isn't even close. Yeah. So there, that would be my advice. You don't have kids, do this now, then have kids, right? You have plenty of time to have kids. Then we'll do it. All right. We got one super chat. Daniel Messer, 10 generous dollars. In my old video, I explained why you go reserves, not guard. It's titled Military PSA. Cappy made it 3-ish years ago. Oh, okay, Daniel. So if people go to your website or your YouTube channel, they'll find that video. That's good information. Maybe you should consider the reserves to the client as well. That's a third or fourth option. But I'll tell you this: if you, oh no, I don't want to be deployed. All right, I go become a part-time cop. There you get benefits, you get paid, you get your camaraderie. You're still serving, but it's local. I'd really think about becoming a cop. Plus, it pisses off Democrats when you're a cop, enforcing the law on their criminals they just love so much. How do what we would need to do? No, I don't want the job. I don't want to manage people, let alone a country of them. Are you kidding? I want to manage a McDonald's. Could you imagine me being a king of this country? I would manage it to my convenience, meaning there'd be a lot of people gone. I'm like, I'm not babysitting you assholes. Oh, you'd like that? Remember the people who said they'd like something and then they just went away and that problem was resolved? People weren't asking me for shit anymore. All right, that's it. See you guys later, Toodles.